It's crazy. I knew what I wanted ever since age 3. They was on Disney, I was on Jay-Z. Born for this thing, so don't play me, don't blame me. Yeah, I ain't have cable, but I had you. Before the 50,000 people in the bathroom. Yeah, turn my bad news into mad views. Yeah, I have you, I'm glad to. Through the ups and the downs, you stay down. Yeah, always have my back. You've been the same, never changed, and I love you for that. I won't be surprised if they hate on the side. They can stay on the side, cause you always gon' ride. Yeah, you've been there for me. Yeah, all I really know, you've been there for me. Yeah, all I really know right now, you've been there for me. There for me. Yeah, you've been there for me. There for me.
What's up, guys? Thank you for tuning in to The Social Online. We can't wait to worship with you tonight.
So the hardest thing I ever fasted before was food for 10 days. And I can tell you this much, I thought it was going to be a lot harder than it actually was. You see, the first 1 or 2 days, there was a little bit difficult. You know, I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to pretend like it wasn't. But the longer that I got into this, the more that I found myself relying on God, the closer that I found myself pressing into Him, and the more that it brought clarity to my life in ways like never before. So I want to challenge you. I want to challenge you to have a food fast, to strictly fast from food and really, really press into what God has for you.
The hardest fast I have ever done was about 2 years ago for the prayer and fasting emphasis with the church in the beginning of the year, and I decided to fast all food. I could only have liquids. This was really challenging because I could drink nothing but smoothies, and I went to the store and I would buy chicken broth and just cook chicken broth and then drink it, and this was so difficult. But I'll tell you this, that fast was the most life-changing. I focused on God so much more because all I could think about was how hungry I was. And so every time I was hungry, I would pray. And that's my challenge to you, this prayer and fasting emphasis, to fast something that's hard for you to give up, whether that be TikTok or just social media in general, or maybe sodas, or maybe a food you really like. Pick something that's really hard for you because that's when you're gonna focus the most. Personally, this year, I plan on fasting and praying for my family and for school. So you choose what you wanna fast and pray about and pick the thing you're gonna fast and put your all into it.
The hardest thing I've ever had to fast from was definitely food. I decided to do an all liquid diet. And boy, let me tell you, that is definitely hard. But I also decided to take some time off from social media for an entire month. I wasn't on Facebook nor Instagram, and unfortunately, I get most of my news from social media, so I actually had to tune into the real news station, like an older person. But it definitely was encouraging. It definitely did help strengthen my relationship with Jesus, but also my relationship with others. It made me become more intentional because honestly, sometimes we think that we know somebody because we see them on social media, we like or comment things, but I actually had to be more intentional in contacting my friends and being a good friend. But also, I realized that I was spending a lot of time scrolling on social media and not being in tune with the Lord. So I definitely want to encourage you to take some time away from social media during this fast, not only so you can dig deeper into the Lord, but to also find out some strengths and weaknesses about yourself. Because truly, when you're not being distracted by the world, this is where you are the most in tune with God.
I want to encourage all of you to take time and to fast. I know it's not easy, but it's definitely worth it. I can remember the hardest fast I ever done was when I fasted for 21 days. I didn't eat any solid food. I just drank smoothies, water, and Gatorade. Instead of eating, I would take that time to pray. It shouldn't be called fasting, it should be called slowing, because everything seems to slow down and you're able to make the right decisions. You know, a diet changes how you look, but a fast changes how you see. The biggest thing that I fasted and prayed for was to get out of debt. At the time, me and my wife, we just got married. We owed a lot of money on credit cards. I pray that God would help us get out of debt. Someone gave us a $10,000 check. I'm not telling you that if you fast that God's going to give you a bunch of money, but I am telling you when you fast and you pray, God will give you desires of your heart when you seek Him first.